Hello everyone and welcome to Franchise Mode. We are playing as the Los Angeles Rams, as that is the team that we picked. So we are going to create our coach. We go with the strategist. I think that's the best option. It helps us with the scouting. As you can take a look, it's Nicholas Mendonça as the head coach. He should be doing a pretty good job with this team. We are going to take a quick look at the settings. So we set the skill level to all Madden. I don't know if I'm going to change it or change any of the sliders. I'm not going to change all Madden. All Madden will always be what we play. I do want it to be as difficult as possible, but I don't want it to be impossible. So trade type, we do move to enable human just because I don't want any crazy trades with the computers happening. The stadium relocation, I just put normal because if the teams want to move, they can move. We just moved, so I doubt we are going to. And with the player progression frequency, I was a little confused at this part. I didn't really read the description, which I should have done from the very get-go. But I thought it was the computer was going to progress our players, but it was actually for the computer players. So I decided every 4 weeks would be a good idea. And with the quarter length, I think we're going to do 10 minutes, no accelerated clock for the regular season. And right now, 5 minutes, no accelerated clock for preseason. I don't want these games or videos to be extra long. Like, I'm probably thinking that the preseason videos are probably going to be anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So I don't want them to be ridiculously long. So we are going to change the starting point to the preseason, and we are underway. So we are playing as the Los Angeles Rams. It's pretty exciting stuff. We have a rookie QB, pretty fresh running back. I believe we have a pretty young overall team, so we will definitely take a look at that in a second. So here we go. We have Jared Goff as our starting quarterback. We have Todd Gurley as our starting running back. And I decided with Trey Mason, since he hasn't really been in contact with the team or hasn't been anywhere near the team, we decided to move him as the fourth string. I don't know if I'm going to cut him. I think I'll keep him. But for right now, I kind of want to make it as realistic as possible. So Corey Harkey is our fullback. We have Kenny Britt, Tavon Austin, and Brian Quick as our wide receivers. And I decided to put Tavon Austin in the slot. I think that's where he should be in real life. We have Lance Kendricks as our tight end. Greg Robinson as our left tackle. We have Garrett Reynolds as our left guard. Brian Folkers as our center. Roger Saffold as our main right guard. And we have Rob Havenstein as the starter for the right tackle. Then we have William Hayes at left end. Right end, we have Robert Quinn. Defensive tackle, we have Aaron Donald and Michael Brockers. At left outside linebacker, we have Mark Barron. At middle linebacker, we have Alec Ogletree. Right outside linebacker, we have Akeem Ayers. Center, we have Tremaine Johnson, EJ Gaines, and LaMarcus Joyner. Free safety, we have Cody Davis as the starter for right now. And strong safety is TJ McDonald. And then obviously Johnny Hecker's punter and Greg Zerline is the kicker. And for the kick return and punt return, I decided to put Gurley or trade him out. I don't want him to be returning punts or kicks and get injured. So we end up putting Michael Thomas in his place. I don't know if he's going to be even on the team. We'll have to see how it goes. Third down running back, we put Trey Mason as the third person. So Benny Cunningham will be right behind Todd Gurley. So now we will take a look at the weekly training. And I believe it is going to talk a little bit, so I'll kind of talk softly over it. So with the game plan, it says the Cowboys are more likely to run the cover 2, or you'd like to run the cover 2 against them because that just works against them the best. So we end up working with that. And then with the focus training, we get 3 players that we can pick to mainly focus on. So obviously Jared Goff is going to be our number 1 guy to focus on. And I believe Tyler Higbee is the second person at tight end. And at third, I decided to take Josh Forrest out and put EJ Gaines in. EJ Gaines is our second string cornerback, and with Tremaine Johnson as the starter, I would like to try and boost EJ Gaines up and possibly pick up a corner in the draft. right now, since Cody Davis was our lowest overall, I believe, on defense, I'm probably going to look for free safety with the number 2 or with the second round pick. But if there's a really good corner, we might take him. So here we go. We are running the offensive practice snaps, and smash basic is our offensive goal. So for right now, I am just only showing the last pass of the training or little practice. And now we get on to the actual drill. As you can see, Jared Goff drops back and has barely any time against this Rams defense. Now on the second try, we drop back, looking, and it's batted down. Maybe we could have tossed it in the air. Probably would have worked out a little bit better. So here we go. Now for the third try, we try to go to the same spot, and it is intercepted. It's not looking good on this drill right now. Okay, so we motion Gurley out to the post route, and we're looking, and there was no one open. So we end up taking the sack. So on our last try, we're hoping to get someone open, and we take another sack. So not a way you want to start off your drill, but we do end up retrying it. I didn't want to start off the first video of the franchise mode of me not at least getting one of those. So we do end up retrying it. So I kind of got the feel for Jared Goff in a way, so I figured out, not like I've figured out everything that he can do, but I have figured out what kind of throws he can make so far. It kind of just takes like a couple plays for me to figure out what kind of arm he has. So as you can see, we're motioning Gurley out. We already have 2 out of the 5, and we missed that throw. Could have been 3 out of the 5. So now on the 4th attempt, we look, and we see square wide open. And now on the last attempt, we're hoping to finish strong. Can we do it? And we do end up doing it with Brian Quick. So we end up walking away with a silver on the offensive training. And then we will move on to the defensive. So if we would have got 5 out of 5, we would have got the gold badge. So right now we are working on inside run defense, and it's telling us the inside box and which gap to fill. I've noticed that if you push on the right stick or the right analog stick to the left or right, it'll show you which gap to fill. I don't fully understand it, so I'm going to have to wait till someone can explain it to me, or maybe look on the website. But it is very helpful to look at, because if you call a pass play, and we were on the last one of the drill, I ended up skipping the training because it was pretty long. And then the drill, he had to run for a touchdown, and they had like a crazy amount of plays, so I just skipped it to the last one. So we do get 2 out of 3 on that. And now we take a look at the player progression. So with the medium pass, it helps out pretty much most of the offense. And then also with the run defense, it helps out most of the defense. I should have scrolled down. I just now noticed that. I should have scrolled down to see who it affects, like second string, maybe even third string wise. So you guys, that's going to wrap it up for the intro video. What I plan on doing is making these preseason games pretty quick, and then I'm probably just going to show you the players that I cut, and then any other transactions at the end of the week 4 preseason. And then once the regular season comes around, I want to play a game and then do kind of like a catch up the week after. So with that, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.